So here's the test setup. I'm going to test all these channels on this mux. I have a dual power supply here. I'm running 12 volts into this thing, which is what the manual says, and I have this side over here plugged on to 5 volts. And so I read the manual, and you do the clock and the reset line, certain patterns, and it cycles through all the channels. And then over here I have two handheld multimeters on the ohm scale where they buzz if they're for a continuity check. And I got this switch hooked in to switch the channels. I have both the meters connected to the COM odd and even, and then I have a couple of loops on channel number 5, and the reason why that is so you can figure out which channel the mux is actually on. So when you get over to channel number 5, both these meters will beep, and you'll see that the I don't know if you can be able to see that the readings. Let me tip these up. Might be able to see the readings if I tip them. Yeah, that's better. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Okay, so what we'll do is, when you have it in a particular mode, whenever you press the clock line and you toggle the clock line, the mux changes channels, and it stays on that channel until you click the clock line again. So we'll go over to number 5. Okay, so they're both going now. Okay, so that means we're on number 5, and then here's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10 was one of the problem ones. And if you just take a shorting jumper and connect it across the pins, you're basically, both relays are connected up. So if you short high and low, you'll see that you can make the meters go. Okay. So with this test, you can go and determine that the relays are working on all the contacts all the way through the mux, and it works fine for all those. And so what I ended up doing to check this out was, let's go on number 5 again. Okay, so now we're on number 5. We click the button one more time, we'll be on number 6. Alright, so on number 6, then I went and I took this probe and I shorted all the pins together, and I verified that all the contacts work on all the channels. That was the low side. Here's the high side. Okay, so the next test I did was I disconnected one of these pins, which leaves like the odd high going through here, and then I connected this to this ground connector here, and I went through and I cycled through all the channels again, because all these commons on this side are all connected together. So I cycled through all the channels, and none of the channels are connected to ground. That was number 5 again, from up through here. So yeah, that one's getting looped through. And so I checked all the continuity between the high and low and this third pin here, which is the shield ground, and then I also checked it on this common lug, and I did that for all the contacts, and none of the contacts are connected to ground that I can determine. So I think it's functional. The resistance value of the contacts on the channels that were problematic are equivalent to the resistance contacts on all the other channels. It works out to be about 0.3 ohms, up to about an ohm is the ohmic contact across all the relays. So I think this mux is functional. I'm going to go ahead and send it down, and you guys can check it out and see if it works for you.